How's that girl?
She's good, yeah. She's with Emma. Everything taken care of.
No one's gonna find Faison or know what we did to him.
Good. No one must. Especially not Duke.
Hey, Kevin. Duke! How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you. What are you doing down here? Are you trawling for new patients?
Am I that transparent? No, actually, I'm looking for Lucy. You haven't seen her, have you?
No, I haven't seen Lucy for quite some time. Is everything all right?
Far from it.
We have to be sure no one finds out what we did to Faison.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Because the consequences could be severe if this leaks out. Not just for us, but for Robin and her family, too. They could pay the price.
Could you possibly be wound any tighter?
There are going to be questions about Faison.
So let's have our ducks in a row. You're right. The truth of this can never come out. So let's practice our poker face.
Don't you worry about me. I'm taking this to my grave.
Do you and Lucy have your wires crossed?
You might say that.
I heard she was working pretty closely with Scotty Baldwin.
You don't say.
You might want to check his room.
Yeah, it's good advice.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, let's not talk about Faison again. I don't... Duke.
Something wrong, Lavery?
There certainly is. I know what you did.
Mind speaking plainly?
Certainly. Anna told me everything. There are no more secrets.
Regarding?
Julian Jerome. And the fact that you helped to fake his death. Thanks to you and the WSB, you managed to whisk him out of Port Charles before he could be punished for what he and his family did to me, to Anna, to my family.
I explained to you that Robert was under orders.
It's okay. I don't need defending here. Let Lavery take his best shot. For 20 years, I kept Jerome under control and out of Port Charles and away from interfering with people. I did everything I could.
You could have told Anna.
She thought Jerome had killed you. She would have gone off seeking revenge and made herself cannon fodder for the WSB.
Oh, so you did this to protect Anna?
I made a judgment call.
A poor one. The secret did nobody any good. Secrets rarely do.
I'm going to apologize to you for how I handled the Jerome business.
Oh, so you have no regrets? You have no remorse?
Not one. I had it under control. Right up until Obrecht stuck me with that needle. Do you think that Jerome would have had the guts to come back to Port Charles if I hadn't been in a coma?
You could have had a contingency plan. That way he would have been stopped.
I did what I could, and besides, I don't recall you being around to help.
I was in prison, thanks to Julian and Faison.
No, thanks to yourself.
Oh, come on, Robert.
Hey, look, man, take a bit of responsibility here. You're a known associate of Jerome's. You chose to be part of that organization.
Duke stepped away from that kind of life a long time ago.
Did he?
Yeah, and he's going to distance himself from it, and I'm going to handle Jerome.
And after what Jerome did to me, to you, to Anna, and who knows who else, he has to be stopped.
I agree.
Together, we can neutralize him.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, you don't have to say anything now. I mean, just think about it and then come back to me. Is that fair enough?
Isn't that right?
Wait.
And Jerome is a matter best left to the police. Well, I'm sure the PCPD can give them their full attention now that Jerry Jacks and Obrecht and Faison have all been dealt with.
That's the plan.
So I assume Faison is safely back in Steinbauer now.
Oh, trust me. You ain't never gonna hear from him again.
No, keep an eye on Carlos until we get to the bottom of the story. Yeah, I'll just check in with you later. Lavery, I didn't know you'd get back to me so soon.
Well, since you made your offer, I've thought of little else.
You and me together, we will take down Julian Jerome's empire. His money, peace of mind. Deal?
It's a good offer. But I can't accept it.
Commissioner, we delayed transfer of that prisoner to Pentonville. She's in interrogation 1, just like you asked.
Right. Well, here we are again.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. I just a little disappointed because I thought we'd make a good team.
I have great respect for the way that you handle this territory. I remember when I managed it for the Jeromes. I'm very impressed how you managed to hold it together.
I appreciate that because not very many people know what it's like on the inside.
Well, that's why I'm very conflicted by your offer. But you see, if I accept, ultimately it would put Anna and me on opposite sides of the law. And that would spell the end for us. I'm not prepared to lose her. Not after all I've been through.
What do you want from me, you schlumpy? You made your arrest. Do you enjoy watching me rot in here?
Oh, I can assure you that I prefer to be with almost anyone else right now. But, you know, if you cooperate, this'll go fast.
I am planning to write my memoirs, but I think I'll stick to the laptop.
I hate to stand in the way of what no doubt will be a magnificent manifesto. But this is not for your memoirs.
I see. Then, do you want to play hangman?
No, what I want you to do is to write in detail every lie you've told, every law you've broken, every person you have hurt over the past few years.
And why should I do that?
Because it's over. Obrecht, we've got you dead to rights. So the least you can do is try to avoid a trial. We don't want to waste all those good taxpayers' dollars, do we? And you'd spare yourself perhaps a little more humiliation. What are you waiting for? Start writing.
There.
That was quick. Catchy title, yeah. I can't wait to read the rest.
I may be a guest in this country, Commissioner Devane, as you once were. But I am still entitled to my phone call.
By all means, yeah. But, who's left for you to call?
Why? Faison, of course.
Anna's a hell of a woman. You gotta do what you gotta do to hold on to her.
That's why I had to walk away from this fight. And I despise Julian Jerome. But if I sacrifice my life with Anna, a life that I've waited a quarter of a century to get back, then just to bring down Julian Jerome, he still wins.
And nothing's worth that.
Good luck, Sonny. I wish you every success. And I hope the Jeromes get everything they deserve.
Corinthos.
I talked to Faison.
Is that a problem?
Just don't know why you'd want to do that. Why, after everything he's done to you, why you'd want to speak to him again.
Unlike you, my affections do not blow with the wind. One moment it's Robert Scorpio, the next it's Duke Lavery.
No, you're right. You know, I do seem to fall for men who don't lock me up in catacombs for days on end.
A mere fit of pique on dear César's part. I cannot expect you to understand. You are English and in law enforcement. What could you possibly know about love?
Why don't you enlighten me?
When I fall in love, it is for life. beyond life and into eternity. And I wish to know how my Cesar is doing. I assume he's been transferred back to Steinmauer?
It's not possible for you to talk to Faison.
And why is that?
What's with the gun? You made this big show about going legit, or is media planning more cutthroat than I ever imagined?
Where's Carlos?
Carlos? It doesn't really ring a bell.
Carlos Rivera, my operations manager. He's been missing for days.
That's too bad. Good help is hard to find.
Well, my sister suspected you were behind this.
Your sister? You mean the tramp who's shacking up with my son? I wouldn't trust her judgment.
You know, I figured his romantic troubles were to blame for this. But now he's been gone too long. And it's not like Carlos to disappear off the grid like this.
You think I had something to do with it?
You tell me where the hell he is, or I'm gonna take you out right here. Do not play games. Where's Carlos?
You don't want to play games? Put the gun down. You know you're not gonna shoot.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because my driver, Max, would blow your head off by the time you made it to the parking lot, and he would not let you live for Danny's sake. So if you kill me, you're signing your death warrant.
What if I'm willing to risk it?
Are you willing to risk a police investigation? Because that's what's gonna happen if you kill me tonight, or if I fall down and break my neck. You are gonna be at the top of the suspect list. The cops would love nothing more than to put your ass away.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because you think the cops are your friends because your big son is on the force, huh?
No, I think the cops are just tired of chasing me, and they'd love nothing more than dismantle you. And you can't hide behind your fake ID as Derek Wells.
And who told you that, huh? Miss Anna Devane?
Oh, yeah, you guys have a history, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
You and the police commissioner.
Oh, yeah. You just give me a chance to settle my family scores.
Yeah, you think...
Please.
You think you got what it takes to take her down?
Let me tell you something. I'm not afraid of your allies in the PCPD, okay? Not Anna Devane, not your son, the detective. Cops or not, I wouldn't think twice about taking out either one of them.
We're unable to accommodate your request, your demand at this time.
Why is it not possible for me to contact Cesar? Is he not at Steinmauer?
Of course he is. Yes, Robert took him there himself. I'd let you see the paperwork, but you don't have the clearance.
I'm sure your Robert Scorpio signs the paperwork that claimed Julian Jerome was dead. But we both know that's not true, don't we?
I don't know what to tell you, Obrecht. Faison is locked up.
Why can't I speak to him?
Because he broke out of a maximum security prison. Do you honestly think the authorities are going to allow him to talk to the person who broke him out in the first place?
I want to talk to the bureaucrats at Steinmauer myself.
What do you want to use your only phone call? To try to contact an inmate who is in solitary confinement in a maximum security prison? Knock yourself out. But when they reject your request, don't come begging to make another call to someone who might actually be able to help you.
You are so adamant that I not even attempt to contact Cesar. Is that because people will start to ask questions about where he really is? And you'll have to pay the price for what you've done to him.
Your move.
Now, if you're done with your empty threats, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Now, this isn't over. If Carlos isn't returned soon, there will be blood to pay.
Yeah, I'll take that under consideration. Now get the hell out of here.
That was interesting.
You heard all that?
Yeah, I did. Including the threat to Anna. You can forget what I said before.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm in. Let's take that bastard down together. You're probably right. From what I just witnessed, Jerome won't be stopped until somebody stops him.
On you, I can count on you, Lavery. Wait. What about Anna?
I just heard what he said. Anna won't be safe until he's stopped. But Anna doesn't know about my life. It won't hurt her. Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I just got a lot of work, that's all.
Is that all? It seems that phone call upset you.
It's Robin. I can't get over the fact that she's back, you know. The enormity of it is just, it plays on my mind. And it's sort of like your return, really.
And perhaps you'll come back to work too soon after your ordeal with Faison. What do you say? We get away for a couple of days. We go up to the mountains. Get a little cottage where there's no landline, where there's bad cell service. Just peace and quiet. Just you and I alone together.
Yeah.
Come on. We can use the time
No,
to rest and recharge.
I can't. I've spent too much time away from this place. I need the public to know that the commissioner is taking care of everything. Especially with this mob war brewing between Julian, Jerome, and Sonny. Glad you're steering clear of that firestorm. One less thing for me to worry about.
I wouldn't want to add to your burden.
That's impossible. So how did you spend your day? Pounding the pavement looking for a new job?
You can forget what I said before.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm in. Let's take that bastard down together. Actually, I took myself to the gym. Famished.
I'm sure you are after your workout.
Well, can you take a couple of hours away? We can go someplace nice and have something to eat.
No, I can't. I've got Brett cooling her heels in the interrogation room.
Well, while she's cooling, why can't we go forage?
I don't think I can face her on a full stomach, quite honestly. I need to question her first, after she's finished her allotted phone call.
Is she calling Faison?
Why do you think that?
Well, she's obsessed with him. I mean, does she have anybody else? I mean, unfortunately for her, he's locked up in Steinmark.
Yeah,
There's
I know.
nobody else going to ride into her rescue.
That's exactly what I told her. So, speaking of Obrecht, which I wish to God I didn't have to.
She's a subject best dropped permanently, I'd say.
Not until she's convicted and put away for good. Until then, she's my responsibility. So I better get back in there and make sure she's not taking advantage of this phone call.
Well, please don't work too late and don't work too hard, because I would like to spend some time with you this evening.
You have something to do to preoccupy yourself, I hope?
You don't have to worry about me. I have plenty to do.
Well, look who it is, Ava. Duke Lavery.
The family lapdog.
You'll have to excuse my sister. Her impressions of you are based on family stories of your disloyalty. She doesn't know you the way I do.
As you're better.
Is this the way it's going to be? Come on. I'd hope that my rebirth might signal the start of a new relationship between us.
Was that why you so graciously offered me employment while you were still living under the alias of Derek Wells?
Yes, well, consider it a second chance. An opportunity to atone for the harm you've done to the Jerome family.
The harm I've done. Your father tried to enslave me, and your sister, she murdered my unborn child.
Well, Dad and Olivia are gone now. I'm willing to let your mistakes pass if you do the same in return. Oh, come on, man. There's no reason why we can't coexist, Duke. Seriously. Besides that, I'm sure that Anna would prefer it that way.
The only mistake I made was not killing you when I had the chance.
She's got a gun.
Get your hand out of your pocket. Slowly.
My, are we jumpy? You're not as confident as you'd have people believe, are you?
Hilarious. What is that?
May I?
Go ahead.
Dear Julian, it is without reluctance that I submit this letter of resignation. I offer no notice and believe no explanation is required. If, however, you so desire it, consider my grounds the following. You and your gormless sister are a blight on Port Charles. I spent too much time of my life yoked to the vulgar ambitions of your family. I refuse to serve your purpose a day longer, or risk my ruin to bring about yours. Cheers. Look. Well, it certainly seems to be easier saying goodbye to the Jeromes the second time around. I wish you both good night and good... Actually, why don't we just leave it at good night?
You don't think it's that simple, do you, Lavery? For you or for Anna?
I know it's that simple, but I dare you to complicate it.